What is going on, everybody? Zach RC here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome along to episode number 3 of the F1 Ultimate Career Series for the final race in our Formula 2 journey, the finale here in Abu Dhabi. If you guys are looking forward to it, or if you've been this first time here, make sure to get subscribed for more future F1 content and make sure to turn on notifications to hear about all future videos I post in the coming weeks. So, enough wasting time, let's jump right in. Let's see if we can win the F2 title.
We've reversed the top 8 from yesterday's race to set the grid for the sprint race here today, and the drivers are almost ready on the grid down below. Yas Marina Circuit is a 3.4-mile racetrack built on the man-made Yas Island. In addition to the 21 corners, it features 2 very long straights. Now these will be the drivers' main overtaking chances today, into turn 8 and turn 11. As we await the start of another hugely anticipated Formula 2 race, I'm joined again by Davide Valsecchi. Davide, as a former GP2 champion, can we get some insight to what is running through these young drivers' heads as they sit out on the grid?
Ciao Alex, it's a pleasure to be here. There are nervy moments, there is no doubts about that. Mental strength is the key to remaining calm and focusing on the upcoming race. Formula 2 is so competitive and all of these drivers knows that they are going to be pushing each other all of the way. In this sport, you have to be able to control your nerves.
So here we go then, time for action, time to decide it all here in Abu Dhabi for the final race, the final sprint race of the season here in Formula 2 from P7 on the grid. Slightly shorter race than 11 laps of the Yas Marina circuit coming our way. No pit stops required, simple one set tyres to the finish line. And in terms of championship permutations, all we've got to do is finish in the top 3 to secure the driver's title. Here we go then, 5 lights are on for the final race of the season in Formula 2. And it's lights out, foot to the floor, go, go, go. The final race of the season is underway. De Vries gets a good start alongside as we go down towards that first braking zone of turn 1 into the first corner, staying alongside the ART on exit. Let's try and pull in front, but De Vries gets a better run. Dutchman clearing us out of that first corner. We're down to P8 here off the start, and if we're not careful, we could get taken by Callum Allott in the shoes behind us as well. But we'll hold up our compatriot through turn 3 and down towards the end of the first sector, of course, back on the old layout for F1 2020. This was before the changes. Of course, the straight run down towards turn 5 doesn't exist as of yet, so we've got to go around this slightly more technical chicane and make our way out to the second sector, but kick off a slightly poorer start than we might have liked. So it's down a place because we need 5 places from here in order to take the F2 crown. Allott might go for a move on exit. We're going to hold him off just about here. De Vries pulling away in front, but of course we've got a whole other straight here as we run down towards the start of the third sector, down the back towards the current turn 9 and into the left-hander. We're coming a long way back around the outside, very nearly just about avoiding hitting De Vries, nearly hitting him, but in that we've actually managed to make it stick. We've gone around his outside in a move that wasn't even supposed to happen, but we'll take P7 back, nice and easy. Let's have a look at the replay of just what actually happened there, because you see how close we came to hitting the Dutchman in front of us, going down towards the corner. Definitely didn't put on the brakes enough, but we managed to hold it alongside. That's just because of how the corner is designed, taking full advantage of that and pushing up now into P7 once again. So on to lap 2 then, we'll back to business, and we'll try and take on Luca Giotto. Of course, won the first race in Austria, but DNF'd last episode in Monza. Now let's pull to the inside of the Italian into turn 4 and making the move stick here on the inside. No prisoners can be taken today. We've got a championship to try and win here. We managed to make the place stick, and we're up into P6 now. Guanyu Zhou, our next target, of course, chasing him last time out in Monza. He's our next opponent to try and take, going down towards the last sector into the hotel section we go. On the inside, over the curve a bit there. Wasn't really enough room to try and make that move work, but we'll try again. There'll be more chances without a doubt, and in fact a few corners later onto lap 3 we'll get our next shot at have the same go as we did on Zhou's teammate Giotto just a lap ago, waiting for the opportunity to peek out to the inside of the racetrack, going down into that next left-hander and making the move stick. Can we outbrake Zhou going into the corner? This is the fight we wanted to win in Monza. We've won it here in Abu Dhabi, and we've made the pass, made the move stick, and we're up another place here, closer and closer. That top 3 spot we need to win the F2 title. That standard puts into P5, of course, fastest lap to boot here. Shouldn't be much difference. I think P3 should secure us the championship. Of course, we've got no clue in terms of point permutations because they've been hidden from us all season long. But Mazepin, our next target on lap number 4 this race, is a bit of a train here in his top 4. Up front, our teammate Louis Delatraz leads the way. It's the first time he's led all season. Latifi sits in second place. Seta Camara, his teammate, in third. and Mazepin in 4th. Right now we're 2 places away from what we need, but Mazepin is running for a move on Sergio Sette Câmara, going into the second sector. He's going for it. He's almost got clear the Brazilian, going into the chicane. Of course, this is, again, the old chicane, another part that was remodified on the circuit. But Sette Câmara falls out of favour in that fight with the Russian. Can we pull around the outside, going into the left hand of the exit of that section? Yes, we can. Up into P4 now, and we are now a place away already. Delatraz still leads. Latifi second, Mazepin now third, and we sit in 4th place. So Sette Câmara, double whammy, loses out completely there. And there he is, the one spot we need to actually win the F2 Championship now lies in front of us in the hands of one Nikita Mazepin. Giuliano Alesi, he's got a problem with some kind and looks to be out of the session. The 3rd retiree in 3 episodes here. And we'll see what happens to the Trident driver as he makes his way through the last couple of corners. And it looks like some sort of internal failure there. No puffs of smoke coming out of the car. Nothing too major, I shouldn't think. But I hope you guys get a car pulled over and should be all okay. But luckily that issue isn't going to impact us, and we'll continue on our way and trying to hunt down Nikita Mazepin for the position that we need. On to midway through lap 5, and DRS in our favour this time around. Of course, we've got the fastest lap to boot. Again, I shouldn't at that point shouldn't have any difference on us, but to keep an eye on Delatraz up front, providing he can hold off Latifi, because I'm not sure if Latifi will play any role in the championship. I know Mazepin's led for a lot of the way this season, so let's try and make a move on him, definitely to get around him for P3 and just to beat him regardless. On the outside, going down into the left-hander, can we make the move stick? Don't even get a chance for it. Mazepin clears us going into the corner, out the chicane, and pulls away once again. We got a bit of a slide there on corner exit, but DRS once again in our hands here, going down towards the left-hander at the far end of the circuit, closing in more and more. There's Delatraz leading the way. Latifi in second. Can we close enough to make a move on Mazepin? Not just yet. Holding up station for the minute, and Mazepin lucky to we didn't get to the inside, because I felt like if we got to the inside we could have outbroken him. But for now, he'll stick in front onto lap 7. We'll try and get a double dosage here to have our second bite of the cherry on DRS. Try and make a move to get back around him if we can. Try and take P3 outright this time. Down the stretch, going to follow him all the way up and pull to the right-hand side of the racetrack. Latifi closing on Delatraz here. Those two nose to tail at the minute. See how close they are. Mazepin's still on our inside here into the left-hander. Can we make it stick this time? This time we've got a lot more advantage on corner exit. Can we try and pull away on the exit? We can do. And that is P3 in our hands now. Delatraz pulling away. We're into 3rd place, and that is what we need right now to win the title. But of course, still a few laps to go in this race, and Mazepin's not done yet. He's going to pull to the outside of the racetrack, going into the left-hander towards that 3rd sector. Can't do it for the minute. Maintains his place in P4, and crucially, we stay 3rd. That's what we needed. Another rostrum finish. He's been second in our first 2 races, but I'd take another one at this stage if it means that we'll definitely be champions. On to lap number 10 here. 2 laps to go in this F2 race and the season, no less. Latifi now in front of Delatraz to lead. Again, I shouldn't think that'll impact us. So have a look at the pass here. Latifi, in a very similar move to what we made on Mazepin, takes our teammate, who was hoping could try and have a race win if we couldn't do it at the very least. But Latifi gets in front, of course. He's given us a great deal of stress, both in Austria and in Monza last time out. So hopefully he shouldn't have any impact on our race here. But of course, one more lap to go as we come towards the line here into the last corner to begin the bell lap here in Abu Dhabi. We're 1 lap away from what should be the Formula 2 Championship, but can we try and take our teammate for 2nd place for good measure as we set the fastest lap of the race in addition? So all in all, it's been a very fantastic race here. Tatiana Calderon finds her end of the session, and she is retired from the race, going on to the final lap. Arden's driver finding the end of her sprint race and the end of her F2 season in the off the circuit. Smoke pouring out the back of that Arden, different to Alesi's problem there. So Calderon is out of the race. That's 2 retirees from 20 cars in this one, the 4th driver to retire in F2 this season in terms of our 3 races. But on back to our fight with Delatraz here on the last lap, closing right up behind him there. As we've made several moves here in the past this race on 2 from both the Virtuosi cars. This time we'll try the outside to have the inside going into the chicane, and on the exit pulling in front of Delatraz, but a bit wide there and sliding a little bit. You saw our struggle to regain control of the car, so it might not be over yet. Delatraz may try and come back at us. This time he's going to have DRS, but keep an eye on Mazepin, because our teammate might be giving him DRS too. If he can close in an absolute worst, both cars could take us, and that could be championship over. So it's not over until we cross that finish line. Delatraz closing in as they pull to the left-hand side of the racetrack, going down towards the braking zone. Has he got enough to try and get clear of us? Not yet. We'll stay alongside our teammate into the left-hander. Latifi loving what he's seeing right now in his mirrors, pulling away with no real threat in terms of losing this race win. Delatraz gets us on exit. We're going to have DRS coming back at him, though. We'll get the second bite, going down to the DRS straight for the last time, and Mazepin's closing in. I shouldn't think we'll go for a move here, but it's side by side with our teammate going into the left-hander for the last time in this race. He's still on our inside. Let's try and clear him. Going through the chicane here, can we hold him off? Only just over the curbs there, over the sausage curb, but staying in front narrowly and we've only got a second to go now in order to claim what should be the F2 title. We won't send anything until we cross the line though, in terms of circumstances for the championship, because Latifi is still in front. I'm not sure if we get any sort of cutscene based on the shorter scenarios for F2 on this game. I'm not too sure in terms of memory what we'll get into when we cross the finish line, but Delatraz still trying here on the outside. Going to hold him off just about. Mazepin snapping at his heels all the way around, but Carlin are going to hold on just about to the 2 podium places. Latifi runs to the final corner. He's run away with it this last lap. He'll come and take the flag to win the final race this season. Will come through to take a third second place finish on the trot in these first 3 episodes, and that should be enough to win us the title. We'll have to wait and see in terms of the circumstances there. But all in all, fantastic stuff. Thoroughly enjoyed F2 in this game, and definitely recommend coming back to this one. If you guys have F1 2020 and haven't played it in a while, recommend coming back to F2.
It's been coming for a while, this one. What an excellent win for Dams. Dams, another team with a huge amount of history, based right in the heart of motorsport near Le Mans in France, have once again shown their formidable abilities out on the track. Yet another win today.
So Latifi wins it then. We come home in second place, and Delatraz rounds off the podium in third. All in all, fantastic race. I would have liked to challenge Latifi in the last lap to try and get close enough for the race win, but not to be. We'll have a look at the final results and the point standings as well to see who wins the title.
And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
It's a difficult one, but I got to go for the Carlin driver. Look at where they finished compared to where they started. It's not easy to cut through the field like that in Formula 2, so it was a great effort.
Where Dams have taken the team's championship title. They are this year's Formula 2 team champions. It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We'll see you when Formula 2 returns.
So in terms of the rest of the top 8 then, Mazepin 4th, Guan Yu Zhou takes 5th, Sergio Camara 6th, Luca Giotto 7th, and Nick De Vries nabs the last points of the season. And in terms of the championship, you're kidding me. I don't believe it. We were told that 3rd place would be enough to secure the championship, but the game has lied to us. Latifi wins it and nabs the title by 1 point to us in 2nd place. I don't believe that. That's ridiculous. We were completely lied to by F1 2020, and that's not something that I've ever seen before on one of these games. But all in all, 1 point out, nothing to be too disappointed with. Carlin take 3rd place in the constructors as Dams win the title with Latifi and Sergio Camara, but that is gutting to look at. The fact that I thought we'd done enough, 3 second place finishes, just one of those finishes being better would have been enough for us to be champions, but unfortunately not to be, and Latifi will advance to Formula 1 knowing he is the 2019 Formula 2 champion, and we'll have to make do. We're just trying to pitch ourselves as the runner-up to some of the other teams on the Formula 1 grid. But now, of course, F2 has come to a close, and it is time for us to select our Formula 1 team that we will compete in our first season with on F1 2020. Now, of course, in terms of team selection, I want to go for someone within the bottom 5 because I want to be competitive from the start. We don't want to be like struggling from the back in the first few races. I've got my eye on a team, but I won't reveal which team that is until the next episode, which should come out on Monday, based on when this is coming out. We're looking at Renault, AlphaTauri, Haas, Alfa Romeo, or Williams. One of those 5 teams, but in terms of which one it is, I'll reveal to you when that video drops. But thank you guys so much for watching these first 2 episodes. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more future F1 content. Until my next video, you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.